topics for the video is all about shapes. So first of all, we briefly recap the 2D shapes, then move on to the details of each shape. Then finally, we are going to talk about the 3D shapes. So have a look at this chart. We can think of shapes largely into two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes. So let's focus on the 2D shapes. 2D shapes are classified into polygons and non-polygons, right? Then now pause the video and tell me everything you remember about polygons. Well done! Yes, polygons are multi-sided shapes with only straight lines, and it has got vertices and it has got angles. Great job! Then what about non-polygons? What do you know about the non-polygons? Non-polygons have curved sides and it's not fully closed shape, right? Then now 3D shapes, we focus on the prisms and pyramids. Okay, now let's have a look at pictures. 2D shape. Underneath the 2D shape, we focus on polygon, and I already mentioned that polygons are the multi-sided shapes. So have a look at all of the different types of polygons. Then now, please shout out the names of polygons. Three-sided shape called triangle, four-sided shapes are quadrilaterals, and five-sided shape is pentagon. Six-sided shapes are hexagons, and seven-sided heptagon. Eight-sided are called octagons, and nine-sided shapes are nonagons, and finally 10-sided shapes are called decagon. Additionally, 11-sided shapes are called hendecagons, and then 12-sided shapes are dodecagon. Just remember, okay? Now the polygons can be divided into regular polygons and irregular polygons as well. So a polygon called regular if it has equal size and equal angles. So now let me show you the regular polygons. Have a look at these shapes. They've got all same size and they've got all same angles, right? Now let's have a look at the irregular polygons. Irregular polygons, it doesn't have all equal size and angles, so their shapes are very different. These are the examples of irregular polygons. Let's talk a bit more about regular polygons. Now, first of all, the regular triangle has got a specific name. It's an equilateral triangle. Regular four-sided shape is
square.
all other polygons, just put the regular in front of their name. And then we already mentioned that the regular polygons has got a same size, equal size, and then equal angles. So I'm going to talk about a bit more about angles in the angle section. But in this video, try to remember the size of each angles of the regular polygon. First of all, we all know that equilateral triangle has got 60 as a one interior angle, right? And then square has got right angle, it's 90 degree. And then the regular pentagon, all the interior angles are 108. Then hexagon is quite important. So all the angles inside the regular hexagon is 120 each. Then finally octagon, the one of the interior angles for regular octagon is 135. Remember the size of the angles. It's going to be very useful when it comes to the question. Now it's time for focus on the three-sided shapes. So we are talking about all the polygons, right? So first of all, let's focus on the three-sided shape triangle. Then these are the all different types of triangle. Then now I'm pretty sure that you all know the names of these triangles, right? So please tell me the name of triangle. First one is equilateral triangle, regular triangle, right? Then second one, isosceles triangle, and we have a right angle triangle, and then these are irregular triangle, the scalene triangle, and then finally you can see the right angle and also two equal angles, that is a right angle isosceles triangle. That now let's talk about bit of details of all each triangles. Then let's focus on their sides and angles. So now equilateral triangle. What do you know about the equilateral triangles? It has got 3 equal sides and 3 equal angles. That is a 60, right? Then now isosceles triangle. This is very important. It has got 2 equal sides at the same time 2 equal angles. Then right angle triangle. It has a one right angle that's 90 degree. Then now irregular
A scalene triangle.
has got no equal sides and no equal angles. Then finally, you can see it has a right angle and it's isosceles. That means so one of the angle is 90. The other two identical angles can be, yes, right, 45 each, right? So these are all the types of triangle. Then what we need to do is we need to try some questions. Yeah, so let's find the x. When it comes to the shape question, please identify your shape first, then thinking about the main characteristics. This will be the key for the question. So first one, have a look at it. Oh, did you notice that type of triangle? Identify the triangle. So you definitely see the right angle, right? So this is the right angle triangle. The main characteristics of a right angle triangle is we've got a 190 degree and the other two angles add up to 90, and that's why we can come up with the equation 2x plus x is 90 because the triangle add up to 180. So 3x equal 90, then x is 30. This is a very basic question, right? So let's try another one. This one. So always step 1 is identify the shape, and then did you notice that two sides are same? Yes, right. This is a isosceles triangle, right? Then when it comes to isosceles triangle, two sides are equal and two angles are the same. So one of the angle is a x, then the other, the opposite angle will be x, right? So now let's add up all the 3 angles inside the triangle. Definitely they add up to 180. So let's build up our equation. 3x minus 5, one of the angle, then add x, add another x, that is 180. Then let's collect the like terms. 5x minus 5 equal 180. 5x equals 185. Then your x is, when you divide by 5, 37. Then this time, let's focus on the size. So now this is very kind because it tells you the types of triangles. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, sides and angles are the same, right? Then now this is about the size. So can you spot the one of the sides that is a certain centimeter? That means all of other sides are the 13 centimeter. Let's come up with our equations. 3x plus 1 equals 13. Then let's find our x. 3x equals 12 and x equals 4. Then the other side is 2y minus 5. This is 13 as well, so 2y equals 18. Then y equals 9. So x is 4 and y is 9. Now find the x and y, and then we don't know what shape is this. Oh, have a look at it. Yes, we can identify what triangle it is, right? Because as you can see, two angles are marked as a y, right? That means two angles are identical. So this is a isosceles triangle. Then we know that triangle, you add up the angles. 108 plus 2y equals 180. 2y equals 72. So then half of 72, then y is 36. So we found our y, right? Then let's focus on the x. The finding x, you can have two different methods. It's up to you. So first of all, let's have a look at the x. X is one of the exterior angles of a triangle, and you know that the exterior angles of triangle is add up to the other two interior angles, right? So that's why we know that x is a sum of the two y's. So x, we can say x equals 2y. Then we simply know that 2y was 72, right? So then x is 72. Also, if you focus on the straight line, we always know that angles on the straight line is always add up to 180. That's why we take away 108 from 180. That gives you 72 as well. Now, this is the last question. Let's have a look at it. So you've got a triangle that it gives you lots of details about the triangle. First of all, it identifies the triangle. It's isosceles triangle. Then the perimeter is a 20 centimeter. Then now you've got a size AB and AC. And then another one is a BC. Now let's focus on the isosceles triangle. What we know about the isosceles triangle is two identical sides and two identical angles. Then now let's have a look at the perimeter. 20 means when we add up to all the sides, the total is 20. Then now our final goal is a BC, finding the BC. Then why don't we just put BC as an x because it's unknown, right? Then let's begin with the x. So since we know that BC is an x, then here, very important clue. The other two sides, these are twice as long as x. That means AB, size AB and AC can be written as a 2x, right? So we write down 2x since they are the identical size. So we can say 2x. Now we've done everything. What we need to do is using the perimeter. Perimeter is a 20. So using the perimeter, we can come up with our equation. So 20 equals 2x plus x. Yeah. Then let's collect the like terms. We've got a 5x equals 20. And finally our final goal, x is 4 centimeter. Right, so well done. This is the end of this video. Then this video, we've been talking about the genres of the polygons and we specifically focus on the triangles, right? That just remember when it comes to the questions about shape, first of all, identify the shape. Then now try to think of the main characteristics of the shape. Then use these facts as a key for the solution. Okay, now next video we're going to talk about the four-sided shape quadrilaterals. Bye bye.